Hello everybody! It is Nina Butterfly here, and I am here with another bear talk for you where we're going to sit down and just talk, soul to soul. I kind of want to feed yours a little bit if I can. Um, this kind of actually goes with a little bit the last video where we talked about self-worth, and this is about comparing yourself to others and how to kind of eliminate one big pattern that I feel like a lot of us fall into when it comes to our use of social media and how it causes us to compare ourselves to others a little bit. So a lot of times, like when we wake up in the morning, we end up checking our phone right away, and sometimes it sucks us into scrolling through Facebook or Instagram or whatever social media we use, and it draws us to do that the first thing that we do when we wake up. Now my encouragement is to make a gratitude list right when you wake up rather than check your phone or log on to social media, because this is a way to empower your day and tap into the magic and transformative qualities of living in gratitude, as opposed to waking up and instantly, well, first of all, reading social media is like a consumption. You're consuming this content as opposed to creating something, such as creating this gratitude list that I might suggest, or creating a stretch routine to wake up your body or whatever and get yourself ready for the day. So that consumption, it kind of burns up some of our energy a little bit whenever you're just scrolling through. It's like you're wasting your energy. If you're going to compare it to what you could be doing with your energy, like creating something, then in a way, like when you're scrolling, you're not actually making any output. You're just reading, and then you get an eye strain after a while, or you read something that you don't like and it makes you upset. So it ends up kind of taking some energy out of you a lot of times, just because of how people choose to use their platforms in a not positive way a lot of times, and then we just have to deal with the repercussion of that because we're just reading stuff that's on there. Anyways, so when we wake up in the morning, we scroll through Facebook. A lot of times it's easy to instantly see what people are doing that day and start to compare ourselves to them. You see how productive they were that day, and you're just like, I did not wake up at the sunrise and do a meditation and yoga. What am I doing? I've been trying to get it back into meditating for the last month, and I haven't even done it once, and blah blah blah, all these silly thoughts that don't even matter just come up whenever people are demonstrating some version of us that we would like to see, but we are letting ourselves down or whatever. So basically, I feel like this happens because we're laying in bed, we haven't even had breakfast yet, and somebody else looks like they're having the time of their life. We haven't done anything that day, so it is literally just natural, just the way it feels, the fact of the feeling of I haven't done anything today, and then this person has done this much, and it's just a natural, just the world we live in just causes this natural thing to happen. So we have to acknowledge it, be real with ourselves. Don't be like, oh, I'm weak because I compare myself to others. Oh, how am I gonna stop doing that? On top of the fact that I'm not meditating in the morning, I'm also too hung up on others. I could fall into that feeling too. But then all of a sudden, through learning this lesson, I was just like, no, it's natural. It makes perfect sense. I can completely understand why I would accidentally fall into this at all. So instead of condemning myself for it, I want to create a more positive habit, something that will meet myself where I am at and affirm where I am at, because it's okay where I'm at. It's okay if I woke up at 10 o'clock and somebody else woke up at 6 and did yoga. 10 o'clock is still early. We have 24 hours in a day, and you know what I'm saying? It's just perspective. And so if we can clean up our perspective and see that it's not about comparing ourselves to others, that's beautiful, that's great. But there's these things that the culture kind of imprints in us that we have to acknowledge and kind of choose to change the patterns of. And so I choose to not look at my social media in the morning and I choose to play creative or inspiring binaural beats, or a creative or inspiring podcast, or just to drink my water and stretch and let the sun hit my face. I choose to do all those things in the morning because I know that my the side of myself that doesn't think as big and doesn't hold as big of a self-worth sometimes, and my littler self is vulnerable in the morning, in that morning period where you're figuring out, what am I going to do today? Is it going to be a good day? Is it going to be a bad day? Like feeling it out, you know. You're really vulnerable. All your energy is just like completely open for you to determine what it's going to be. So implementing all these life-giving and soul enlivening and like energizing habits that are easy and peaceful and good, like rather than accidentally just checking your phone because it went off right when you woke up, and then you saw you had Facebook notification, and then all of a sudden you're scrolling through Facebook, and it's like, I didn't mean to start scrolling through Facebook, but it's not the end of the world, and then you're just doing it. To me, my eyes get tired right in the morning. I can feel in my head that I need to like have like a calming moment, so that without reading something right when I wake up. And so the more I acknowledge the way that I feel, the way that it makes me feel, and that it takes life out of me a little bit to be watching social media, the more, or to be viewing it right when I wake up, you know what I'm saying? The more I acknowledge that, the more I start to notice like my body and the way it physically feels and what it physically wants in the morning. So I realize that, like I said, the eye strain thing. And so instead of that, I want to just breathe and drink some water. And basically what I'm saying is, you start to acknowledge the little things that you need to take away from your life, and then slowly like you're clearing space for your intuition to like kind of pull you towards what you do need in your life. And I just think it's important to know that we want like energizing, inspiring, motivating, life empowering things into our lives. Calming, being in a very calm state. It's easier to practice being calm when you're like in a neutral mood, like in the morning, than it is to practice being calm whenever the floor just dropped out from underneath you, like, you know, you're losing your house, losing your car, like something, you know, normal everyday life situations come up. So it's good to start now with these like everyday habits, is my point. I'm kind of like leaving the main subject and trying to like show how on a bigger scale this pattern is wonderful too. Basically, free yourself. And this is a good step to free yourself if you didn't even realize that it was like happening to you. So I hope this inspired you. I hope that you choose to follow and support the Dancing Bear Tribe, because we are just like ready to pop off with so much creativity, so much expansion, so much connection, and I hope you feel the connection. There's a bee flying around me. I love bees. I hope you feel the connection through this heart to heart. I hope you know that like this is a path and journey for myself too, and that when I share things with you, this is both of us learning. This is something that is applying to my life currently that I'm sharing with you in hopes that you are feeling it too. And yeah, it's a beautiful time to join this empowerment group that is the Dancing Bear Tribe, because we really are all overcoming our barriers to be able to step up and expand in like this infinite kind of way, where we hold the biggest vision for ourselves. And I want to share all the empowerment that I learn along this journey, and I'm ready to put in all the energy into it. So yeah, if you want to, like, if you feel your life aligned with that intention, come with us, and like, we love you already. So thank you for your support. Much love to you. And if you are checking me out on YouTube, like, please come over to my Facebook page, Nina Butterfly. Please come over to our Facebook page, the Dancing Bear Tribe. We share all of this and more on there, and it would just be awesome to have you in this like more intimate friendship. So yes, much love to you. Have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening. Yes, happy birthday if it's your birthday. Peace out and much love.